Greetings, dear listener. My name is Victor Malala. I'm stepping in for Erica on our topic today, the Good Friday. Today, we shall be asking ourselves very crucial questions. What is Good Friday? What are the controversies around Good Friday? Why is the gospel according to John set aside, or rather left out, during the decision to celebrate the date of Good Friday? How is Good Friday related to the Passover or the Seder? And how is Good Friday related to our modern calendar and the Jewish calendar? Listen to me as we dig deep into this phenomena of Good Friday. To start with, Good Friday is a Friday before Easter, a day on which Christians annually observe the commemoration of crucifixion of Jesus Christ. From the early days of Christianity, Good Friday was observed as a day of sorrow, penance, and fasting, a characteristic that finds an expression of sorrowfulness, a word like Gerechtag in German. Good Friday is celebrated on Friday, April 15th, 2022. Following the Synoptic Gospel. The Synoptic Gospel is the Gospel according to Matthew, Mark, and Luke. In the Synoptic Gospel, John is not included, or the Gospel according to John is not included. The mainstream of Christian tradition has held that Jesus' last meal with his disciples was on the evening before the Passover Seder. That would place the date on which Jesus died on 15th Nisan of the Jewish calendar, or on the first day starting at sundown of Passover. This, remember, is according to the Synoptic Gospel. Now, according to the Georgian calendar, which is actually the Western calendar, that date will be April 7th. That is according to the Gospel of John. But in contrast, it holds that Passover had not yet begun when Jesus' final meal was held, which will place the Passover date, or the date of Jesus' death, fixed date. Christians, however, do not commemorate that fixed date. Instead, they follow the apparently flexible date of the Passover, which conforms to the Jewish lunisolar calendar rather than the Georgian solar calendar. That is to say, by relating to the Last Supper to the Seder. Although that assumption is problematic, the dating of both Good Friday and Easter has proceeded on that basis. Thus, Good Friday falls between March 20th, which is the first possible date of Passover, and April 23rd, with Easter falling 2 days later. Although there is another controversy that we call the Paschal controversy that we have not touched. The Paschal controversy is a much detailed controversy that disputes concerns of the correct date for observing Easter. This was an early controversy which was a question of whether Easter should have always been celebrated on a Sunday or on the actual date of the Jewish lunar month, on which the Paschal lamb was slaughtered. Now, the Paschal controversy is a much huge controversy that we are not going to pay attention in this discussion. We will therefore let Paschal controversy aside and proceed with other questions that we had raised at the beginning of this discussion. Now, the question of whether and when to observe Jesus' death and resurrection triggered a major controversy in the early Christianity. Until the 4th century, Jesus' Last Supper, his death, and his resurrection were observed in a single commemoration on the evening before Easter. Since then, those three events have been observed separately, Easter as the commemoration of Jesus' resurrection being considered the pivotal event. The liturgical celebration of Good Friday has undergone various changes over the centuries. In the Roman Catholic Church, the Mass is not celebrated on Good Friday, though in liturgy it's performed. Beginning the Middle Ages, only the officiating priest took Holy Communion, which was consecrated in the Maundy Thursday Mass. Lay people have also communed on Good Friday since 1955. In the Anglican Communion, the Book of Common Prayer similarly provides for a Good Friday reception of the reserved sacrament, the consumption of bread and wine that was consecrated the previous day. The 3-hour service has become common in North American churches, and a variety of liturgical services are held on Good Friday in other Protestant churches. Unlike Christmas and Easter, which have acquired numerous secular traditions, Good Friday has, because of its intense religious connotations, not led to an overly or secular customs and practices.